Be alive.
Sorry, guys.
Bye-bye. Child, let's go.
They're great.
Shut the door, shut the door,
I
shut the door.
was wanting to show you this. Is kind of cool. My daughter got a little lava lamp that doesn't work on a battery or a plug or anything. You shake it to make it work. So, kind of cool. I'm going to show you some of my setup things. Um, this was actually a Father's Day gift from my oldest daughter, since I kind of play mom and dad sometimes, since dad's not always with us. This goes along with my whole mermaid love, and it has sweet cherry pie candle from Bath and Body, which is amazing. I get no kind of sponsorship from them, but today is the last day for the $10 off candle thing. So if you want to go online and order one, I highly recommend this one. It's great. I've had two viewers recommend or suggest, request, whatever you want to say, that I do Sagittarius reading. And like I told you guys, if you give me some comments, I will try to do that. I'll try to fit those in. Otherwise, I'm going to do Cancer next, just because we're in that realm. We're in that season right now. But tonight, per request, I'm going to do Sagittarius. And I see I have one viewer. Hello. Okay, let me get a couple of good shuffles. And tonight I'm going to try not to screw up. And I'm going to use my old cards for clarifier. And this is for fire sign Sagittarius. Usually do it with Aries and Leo. But tonight, Sagittarius only. Okay. Okay, we're going to take the bottom of the deck. We have the Strength card. And we have the Ten of Cups inverted. I'm going to go ahead and get the cards laid out and I'll explain. Okay, the two that I got off the bottom of the deck, Strength is always a positive card. It stands for inner strength, sometimes confrontation with yourself or other people. And you see the line, which is usually a Leo card. So you may be dealing with a Leo in your life right now. You may have a confrontation that comes up, but you're going to be the strong one. You're going to be the one that holds it together, that sort of kicks off this conversation that you need to have, that sort of even has a confrontation with yourself. Maybe you've been telling yourself, this isn't a problem, or, you don't need to do this. You're not ready. This is you, kind of a battle within yourself, but you have the strength. You're going to get through. This is a very positive card. And like I said, you may be dealing with a Leo or maybe another fire sign. You have, sorry, I don't know why I said the Ten of Cups, but you have the three. Oh, sorry. I was right the first time. Oops. You have the Ten of Cups inverted. We've talked about cups being like an actual cup. I'm offering you a cup of love, a cup of prosperity. And when they're inverted, it's like the cup's dripping. It's empty. And the Ten of Cups indicates a completion, like all cards with tens. This one is for happiness, good things, a party or a celebration. And you see, it's like a little family here under a bright rainbow. The kids are dancing, the adults have their arm around each other, and it's just like a really happy, momentous time. But it's inverted. You are completing a phase. Maybe this is where this strength and this personal confrontation or confrontation with something else is going to come in. But right now, you don't have this happy family. You don't have this going on. So maybe we're going to find out through the reading, but maybe this phase was a bad thing. Maybe it's a really bad chapter coming to a close and opening yourself up for new possibilities. But that's what I'm seeing right now as far as the theme. In your present position, you guys have the Nine of Cups upright. And that is close to that completion. the 9. And it says there are improvements underway. And sometimes these improvements make you feel smug or pleased. This guy's sitting here like, yeah, I got it going on. And so you have reached a point where things have improved. Maybe that 10 of Cups, that bad thing is leaving. It's leaving your life. And you have this strength. You've gotten over it. Things are improved. And maybe things have been bad for so long that you have this smug feeling like, finally, I got it going on. I have everything in order. Now look at me. Crossing you, you have the 6 of Swords. Swords are usually an indication of a battle or a fight, going back to strength. And it says a boat, stands for boat or over the water travel, turning the boat out of these troubled waters and into calmer waters. Again, you've been going through something. You're getting to a completion, but it looks like you've been going through something kind of rough waters is what I'm seeing here, for a long time. And so, you have a right in your present position to kind of, I don't want to say have a right, but you have a reason to feel that smugness, like finally, yeah. And here, it doesn't always mean travel. For you, I'm seeing travel in a metaphorical sense. Travel over these troubled waters into something better. And a 6 means you're getting there if you haven't already. In your distant past, we have the Sun, which is a really beautiful card. The Sun stands for marriage, happiness, and bright prospects. But this was in your distant past. So this is something that happened a long time ago for you. Maybe maybe now you're separated, you're divorced, a relationship ended. Maybe in that distant past, things haven't been so bright. You haven't had that, because remember, yours was reversed. I just flipped it around so you could see. And so that's over. That was in your distant past. Your more recent past, Sagittarius, the Lover's card. We all love to get that, and it is right side up. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Sagittarius, this stands for love affairs, romance, building again, marriage, relationships, relatives, loving relationship that you could share with a friend. And you see 2 people here. Doesn't always have to be lovers or romantic, but I see that as that. Joining hands, you sort of see an angel-like presence with a blessing over them. You see a beautiful garden, flowers, fruit on a tree, like this is a fruitful union, just everything. You see a mountain, and like these 2 people are joining hands and they're ready to climb it together. They're ready to do this together. They trust this person. They see so much positivity within this relationship that they're building. And this is recent past. So it is just passing, it's just happening to you, or it has, recently passed. So there's a positive relationship. If you're not like me and you don't look at it as romantic, it could mean a business partnership, and you trust this person, or you've come up with this business idea. You trust them to take their hand, to go up that mountain with you, to bring fruitfulness, and you sort of have the world's approval. So this is a good thing. And you should be feeling it now, or it should be happening really, really soon if you haven't had it already. So you've got strength on your side. You're getting past the troubled waters. You have that kind of smug feeling. You had this beautiful happiness and marriage and things in the past at one point. But remember, your card was upside down. So that ended. And it left you. It left you scarred. It left you hurt. And then here you are. And maybe you've had a lot of ups and downs. That's what I'm seeing. Is that you had things kind of going smooth sailing. Things were okay. Then everything turned upside down. Now here, it looks like things are going okay again, whether it's a relationship with love or a relationship with work or even just your best friend. Maybe you've been reunited with your best friend suddenly. But what I see here is a reunion between two people who trust each other, who are ready to take that climb together to reach that completion. And again, this is another six. You've gotten a six, and when we're looking at numbers, a 10 is a completion. A six is you're not right in the thick of it like a five. You're getting there. You're getting there. But this looks like you've already found that person, whether it's somebody from your past who's suddenly come back into your life, or whether it is someone who's already in your life, a friend, that ends up becoming more. I see a relationship with renewed trust, maybe even a marriage that fell apart that is going to come back together. Um, I see things absolutely just the sun having been inverted for you guys, darkness now coming into the light with the blessing of others. The best that you think can be accomplished by you is the Three of Wands. And the Wands we've talked about is a wish fulfillment, is something that you've been wanting in your life, you've been thinking about a lot. And this card says travel overland and surveying your kingdom. And I've seen travel twice. It doesn't necessarily mean physical travel. It says surveying your kingdom, and you see this man here, and he's holding his wands, those wish fulfillment, those things we're thinking about. And he's looking around and he's thinking, maybe with this Lover's card, is this right for my life? Is this really happening? He's just studying it, not making any sudden moves just yet, but he's just looking around and letting it sink all in. When I see the three, some readers would say this could be a third-party situation. I don't see it with you guys having this Lover's card so strong, it being such a strong comeback from the Sun in reverse. I don't see a third party here. I just see someone who's studying really hard, who's studying this union here and making sure maybe I'm not okay by myself. Maybe this relationship is going to be something that's going to change me, that's going to make things better. But I'm going to think about it. I'm not going to jump in just yet. I'm going to think about it. And the travel, for you guys, like I said, it's just moving from this dark, the opposite of the sun, traveling into the light. But everything looks so far like it's going in a positive direction. And your future card, you have the Eight of Wands inverted. Wands again, wish fulfillment, but it's inverted. The card stands for speedy news or situation coming, arrows of love. And you see the arrows shooting across there. It is a love card. It means that if it was upright, it means that there's some speedy news coming, that there's some news about love or romance. Maybe someone is offering you love. Maybe, like I said, you meet someone or you reunite with them after a long time and you realize, like, hey, there's more to this relationship. This is kind of important. But because it's upside down, the only thing I see about this, other than it is a love card, it is tying into all of this, is that it's not going to be speedy for you. I got the same thing last night, I think, with Pisces, or a couple of nights ago. It's a slow go, but it's going to happen with this completion that we got from the bottom of the deck for your overall theme, the 10. We've gotten some 9s and 6s. Here's an 8. It's just kind of a slow go. It's not as slow as some others, but you're just going to have to hang on just a second. And maybe you're what's slowing it up. Maybe you surveying the situation and thinking about it is what's slowing up that final decision. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting, is you're not ready to take that jump just yet. But when you do, It's definitely going to be, I always get this wrong, 360, complete turnaround, whatever, from one to the other, from the darkness back into the sun. So this is another card that stands for you, and it's the Seven of Cups, upright. Cups, again, love. It says all that glitters is not gold. Look beyond the clouds, and there are money improvements. And, you know, I talked about the cups being full if it's upright. And in these cups, there are some bad things. And that ties back into the reason you're surveying. You're taking a look at things before you make a decision. Because in these cups here is, one of them has a dragon, a snake. One of them has like an olive branch, which is, you know, maybe somebody from your past that you're going to let back in, but you need an apology or you need to fix something. Hence the surveying and the studying and making sure this is the right thing. There's a castle in one of them. There's a ghost in one of them. So maybe it's that unknown, like, I'm not sure exactly what I'm getting myself into. So this is you right here, this dark figure. And yeah, you have these 7 full cups, but they're not all filled with positive things. Some are, some aren't. So you are absolutely correct in taking that time out to think about this. This is a beautiful card. This is a happy, wonderful, beautiful card. And this is a love reading. The one I did last night or a couple of nights ago, like I said, for Pisces was money, money, money. This one so far is love, love, love. And it looks like a reunion or a union. But you're going to have to think about it. It's not going to be quick. And it's on your terms. It's not on their terms. It's not like, oh, I'm waiting. Is he going to ask me to go somewhere? Are we going to get this right? You know, oh my God, I've seen her again. Do I call her? Whatever. It's you. It's you having been offered something. Friendship, love. You've been offered something, but you're thinking it through. You're thinking it through wisely. And it's going to happen on your terms and slowly. Slow and steady wins the race, maybe in your case. This is your environment card, and it's judgment upside down. Judgment stands for decisions pending, finality, the only decision that can be made under the circumstances. Yours is inverted. So, with it being inverted for you, it's still saying decisions are pending. But because this is your environment card and it's upside down, this person has already made their decision. They want a relationship with you. They want something positive with you. They want to offer you that cup of love, that friendship, that bond. They trust you to climb that mountain with them. You are the one thinking about it. You're the one holding all the cards, so to speak. You're the one taking that time out. And sometimes that's a great thing, because a lot of us, fire signs you hear are very fiery and they're very impulsive. But here you're not being that way. Here you're taking your time to make a wise decision. And your inner hopes, fears, the things that you don't always share with anybody, that you just kind of keep to yourself, and it's heavy on your mind. It's in your head all the time. You have the devil in reverse. And don't be scared when you get the devil or death card. It's kind of scary sometimes, but this one's in reverse. The devil card stands for jealousy or trouble, able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. In reverse, you're not worried about being held back. All of this indicates you're in control. And back to the very first card, strength. Strength, and maybe you're dealing with another fire sign, particularly a Leo. And they've already made their mind up about you. You're still not so sure. You're not feeling bound. You're not feeling jealous. You're not feeling that there's trouble. You're not feeling held back at all. Total opposite. But you're also not really sharing this with anybody. This is in your head. You're thinking about it. You're thinking everything through right now instead of making a snap decision. And you're not really talking about it. You're not sitting down and saying, hey, Mom, should I blah, 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 or my best friend, Marilyn, hey, you think I should get back into a relationship with this person from my past? Everything seems so good. There's been changes. You're not sharing this. You're not sitting down and talking about it. This is something in your private thoughts, hopes, dreams, fears. But you're not afraid. You are strong. You're steady. You have, you don't really have your mind made up, but you're going to make sure that all of this happens on your terms, that it happens on a steady foundation. So, again, even in your private thoughts, hopes, dreams, fears, you're still holding the cards. And your final card, you have the Seven of Wands. This guy, we had him show up in the last reading, the Pisces reading. We're getting a lot of the same cards. This is the guy with a plan. This being another wand, wish fulfillment card. This being a 7, we talked about the progression to get to that 10. It stands for frustrations, but you're able to overcome them. You're on top of it. You have this plan. You have these wands planted in the ground, and you have this other one in front of you. You're in control of all of this. So, do you want love? Do you feel safe, secure about it? Do you want this? Do you feel that that foundation is there? I think you do. I think what I'm picking up anyway from Spirit is that you want to think it through. You don't want another mistake. You don't want another happy, everything's wonderful, and then it comes crashing down. You want happy, and let's stay that way, just like we all do. And so maybe you're a little afraid. You have a plan. You're thinking it through. You're not being impulsive like some fire signs can be. Sagittarius, it looks like you're using your head before your heart. And that's a great thing. That's a wonderful thing. I fight constantly with my head and my heart, and my heart usually wins. And I get hurt a lot because of that. So, here it looks like you're being wise, Sagittarius. It looks like you are going to enter a relationship, a partnership, a super close friendship, a reuniting of an old flame or an old friendship. But you're not going into it blindly. You're not going into it impulsively. You have a plan. You're thinking it through, but it is going to happen. And you are going to get to this 10, even though it's inverted, just like the sun. That's over. That phase is over, and you're starting a new one, a new beautiful one, where you're in charge, you're strong, and you have love being offered. You have partnership being offered to you. So all of that is great, Sagittarius. And we are going to pull some clarification cards from my old deck here. I have a lot of space, so I'm going to have to scoot over here for a minute and shuffle. I hope you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the notification bell. And please leave comments, because if I have, like tonight, I have a couple of Sagittarius subscribers who really wanted a Sag reading. I want to know. I want to try to give you guys what you want. Plus the comments, again, I just keep repeating myself, they enter you to get a personal reading via FaceTime, or you send me a little bit of information and I record it, email it to you, message it to you, however you prefer. I know I'm an introvert, and I sometimes would probably get nervous on FaceTime. So I would probably ask for the recorded, but not everybody's like me. So you get to pick. But I want several people to pick from, not just a couple. So please, please join in. If you listen, if you just happen to hop on and find me on a live and you think, hey, this is kind of cool, this chick's kind of cool, encourage someone to subscribe. If you have a friend that you think might be interested, I've tagged a lot of friends in mine. Some I don't, because I don't want to offend them in any way if their beliefs may not agree with mine. So if I'm unsure, I don't tag someone in that. But I do have some friends that are very open-minded or just kind of neutral, and so I do tag them because I want to get this out here. I want to get this on the ground. Let me shuffle one more time and focus a little bit better. Spirit, can you clarify this wonderful thing that's coming up for Sagittarius, and clarify maybe while they're thinking so hard about it. Other than the past has been rough, what are they thinking about, why, and what's going to happen for them? It's a lot of questions, but maybe these cards will clarify. And I'm going to randomly here pick 1, 2, 3. The first card you get is the Knight of Wands. A little bit better than the Page, because the Page brings in messages or brings in things slowly. But he's upside down. This is still Wands. It still indicates wish fulfillment. But being upside down, the message, it's not coming slowly. Say this was a Page upright, it would be about a message coming into you slowly. This is about a message that's there, but it's not coming to you. It from what I feel from Spirit, it's already came to you. It's already been there. You're just thinking about it still. This love offer, this relationship offer, partnership offer, whatever it is, it's already been laid out there. You're the one that's kind of holding it up, because this is Wands. Wish fulfillment is there. It's just stalled, but you're the one in control. Keep remembering that, Sag. You're the one in control. You get the, let's see if I make sure this is correct. You get the 8 of Cups upright. Remember, this is my older deck, so it looks a little different. 8 cups of love. We're getting closer and closer to that 10. And they're upright, so they're full of love. I think you've already gotten that love offer. And you have 8 full cups here. So the only person holding you back is you. Let me give a quick shout out to my little one, Lainey. She just popped on for a second. Squishy Squad 1, 2, 3. Hey, Lainey. But 8 cups, you're the only one. You're trying to make a good decision, and that's not a bad thing. Like I said, sometimes mind over heart is a great thing. And your next card is the 9 of Pentacles. Like I said, Pentacles sometimes have to do with money, but not always. It does have to do with abundance. It is a 9. 8, 9. And what are we wanting to get to? A 10. You're almost there. Everything so far is indicating you are almost there to this partnership, to this abundance, to this great thing. And I keep seeing this person. I truly, from Spirit, am getting a message that this is someone from your past, whether it's an old friend, an old relationship, a marriage that's been broken apart, that's being reunited, a best friend that's just been estranged from you, that's coming back. But it's someone that you trust, but they've been gone for a little while, so you need to think about it. And you just don't want another disaster like you've had in your past. So the only thing right now is you taking your time, thinking it through, using your head instead of just your heart. Nothing wrong with that. And again, you have your own sign here. Fire card, Leo, strong Leo. Strength. You have everything it needs to make this decision, a wise decision, a good decision. And it looks like it's coming up really, really close. 8, 9. It's coming. You are the one in control. You're the one holding it up. Like I said, I hope that doesn't sound rude or blunt. You're the one holding it up. It's just true. You've had that offer. It's been made. This person's come back into your life. You just want to make a sound decision, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. And we're going to pull a Mermaid and Dolphin Oracle Advice card from here. Doreen Virtue did these cards. They're beautiful cards. I try to every once in a while say what deck I'm using. in case you want to check these out. Maybe you read tarot yourself. These truly, you don't have to have a lot of intuitive gifts or a lot of messages from spirit. These are really good, just general advice cards. But what I try to do here when I pull one, and like I'm pulling for Sag tonight, is I'm hoping that they tie in somehow with the reading and tell you kind of what to do next. What should Sag do next? How should they feel about this relationship and this love and this thing that they're thinking about really heavily right now, wanting to make a good decision? What should they do while they're thinking it through? What should Sagittarius do? And you get explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities, and it's a good time to make changes. And so this little baby, little girl mermaid is swimming toward a turtle, and it looks like she's excited, just like a little kid with a puppy or something like that. Ready for change, a good time to make change, to look at other possibilities. So this new person or this old person that has come back, that is going to give you a new start, a new fresh start. This card is kind of saying, why not? Unless you have other options in your life that are better, that are more solid, that are causing you to hesitate. Unless that's the case, this is saying this is a good time to make this change. This card is nothing but positivity. This card is saying it's time. You've kind of held back long enough, so it's time to look at other possibilities. Maybe you're in a very stale relationship right now. Maybe you've been single for a really long time and you've just kind of resigned yourself to, like, this is the way it's going to be. This card is saying it's time to look at other possibilities, other options. The time is now. The time has never been better. You got the 8 and you got the 9, those cups. You got so many cups and so many wands. This is absolutely a love reading. It's a reading about a relationship. I always, just that's the fairy tale romantic Pisces in me. See it as a love relationship. But again, it could be a friendship. It could just be someone that's very important. I feel like is coming back from your past. That is coming back changed. That maybe is coming back and sees that you have changed in some way. And you're going to get a new start because things are different. The dynamics are different between the two of you. And what better time for change? Explore your options. You don't have to stay stuck. Again, this definitely ties in. You're in charge. You're the one holding yourself back. And it looks like there's something really, really good. Why not? You may be stubborn and you may want to think it through. Again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. About taking your time. Just don't miss an opportunity. If it's something that's limited, if this is somebody that's coming back in town for just a short period of time, or if this is kind of one of those now or never situations, it shouldn't be. But if it is, don't wait too long. Don't let it pass you by, because I don't think something this strong, this almost twin flame soulmate kind of thing, and I know a lot of people hate to use those terms, but I don't think that that's going to come around just every 3 or 4 months or every couple of years. This is kind of a big deal. Maybe your one and only chance at this. So yeah, think it through, but don't let too much time go by and miss a really important opportunity. This person, when I say twin flame, it doesn't always have to mean, again, I'm going to keep saying, doesn't have to mean romantic. Your twin flame could be your best friend. It could be, your child even. Someone that you're just meant to be aligned with, that makes your life better. You make their life better. They're your other half that completes you. In your case, again, I just keep seeing someone coming back from the past. I just keep seeing a romantic or a very close relationship where one of the people have changed. You've changed or they've changed. So there's a new start, and you're taking your time thinking about it. And nothing wrong with that. But my big advice I'm going to keep saying is don't take too much time. Don't miss an opportunity. That 10 is right there waiting on you, and you have the strength, you have everything you need. So don't take too much time. If you're a cross watcher for Sagittarius, and I think one of you guys that commented, you're cross watching for someone that you care about that is a Sag. So if you're the cross watcher, maybe you're this other person in the Lover's card, and you're patiently waiting on them to make that answer. So I'm cool with people that want to come on and cross watch for their, potential lover, their friend, whoever's in their life. Just when you come in, make sure you sort of reverse it, apply it how it feels best to you. These cards can always be vice versa. I feel really strong, really, really strong from Spirit tonight that Sagittarius is in control. So if you're cross watching, sorry, but you're not in control of this. You've made your offer. You can make another offer. You can continue to be positive toward them, but they're in control. So just keep that in mind if you're cross watching for Sagittarius. And if you, I'll say it kind of briefly again. Cross watching is when you're watching for a friend, for someone that's heavy on your heart, usually for a person you're in a relationship with, and you kind of just want to get a little insight or a little inside information into them. And I'm guilty. I've done that. And I can kind of sneakily do that, or if I like to lie to myself sometimes and say, you're just watching air because you've got Libra. You're a Libra moon. No, I'm watching air for a reason. I'm watching it as a cross watcher for an air sign. So that's something you can do. Another thing I've said a couple of times and I'll keep saying is go to astrology.com, look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. You can look at your sign that you've known you are since you were 5 years old. I'm a Pisces. I'm a Sagittarius, and that's all you know. Look up your moon sign. Sometimes this reading I did tonight may not resonate with you. You may look at it and think, I don't have anybody coming into my life. Haven't had any kind of offer of love. I don't have an old friend coming back. None of this sounds like me. Look up your moon sign and listen to a moon sign reading, and sometimes that resonates with you more with what's going on currently with you. Like I said, I'm a Libra, so I do get to listen when I'm watching other readers. I listen to those air signs, and sometimes I pick up, like, that's a little bit more about what's going on. For me, it's my moon sign, and it's the person I'm cross-watching. I just enjoy watching all signs. Sagittarius, you are a fire sign. Look up just in general about fire signs. You are usually very outspoken. You're fiery. You're passionate. You usually don't hold back. You're confident. You're a leader. You got that strength card. But something here, and I think it's your past. I think you're gun shy. Something's holding you back. So that's okay. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't let it pass you by. It looks like it's going to be a positive thing. It looks like it's worth another shot. If it's somebody from your past, it's worth one more try. Somebody's changed for the better, whether it's you or them, and this is going to be different this time. I think I've said everything that I need to say. Please make a comment. I get a thumbs down and I laugh and say, I think one of my kids is messing with me. I want to know what that's about. Not because I'm like, oh no, I'm doing everything wrong and I'm being negative. But if it's just because I'm not reading your sign, tell me, comment below. Read Aries. I'm an Aries. I'm going to give you a thumbs down every time until you read Aries. That's fine. If it's, hey, your phone's jumbling around and acting all crazy and that distracts me and I don't even want to watch you because of that, tell me. I'm aware of some of it, but I don't mind getting your feedback. If it's positive, I love it. I love hearing it. I'm excited about this. If you're sharing, liking, encouraging your friends to come over, you see me pop up live, even if you just watch for a little while, I appreciate it so much. I appreciate your support. I also appreciate your critique and your criticism. So let me know, even if it's just, hey, I want you to read this sign. I am going to read Cancer next, whether it's tomorrow night or the next night. In the next couple of days, I'm going to read it since we are in that sign right now. That's something I just want to do. I have no rhyme or reason to how I'm reading like some other readers do. I'm either going with my gut if I don't get any comments. I'm reading the sign that we're in at the moment. Or if I do get comments, like I had these two saying they wanted Sagittarius, I'm going to read for Sag. Sag, you got a great reading tonight. I'm happy for you. And for the rest of you guys, I hope to get comments. I hope to get feedback. And I hope to see you guys again soon. I want to see comments scrolling all down through here as I'm doing this live. I'm trying. I'm really trying to learn a little bit more every time. And my biggest challenge is to quit being so chatty. I just look at my time up here, and this is the longest one I've ever done. So anyway, good night, Sag. Great reading, good things to come. Don't miss the opportunity. Use your mind, but don't wait too long. Next time.